Have you ever wondered why your favorite song makes you feel like you can just run faster or lift heavier? Well, guess what? It's not just in your head. Today, we're going to uncover the amazing scientific connection between music and sports.
You know that feeling, right? The right song comes on and suddenly you feel like you have this secret weapon. It's a real thing, and the science behind it is actually pretty fascinating. So let's break it down.
All right, first things first, let's talk about the deep connection between music and athletics. And listen, this isn't some new trend that started with headphones. Nope, this is a link that goes back for centuries.
I mean, think about it. From flute players in ancient Greece helping athletes keep their pace to the powerful drums of tribal games, rhythm has always been a huge part of competition. It's a tool we humans have used forever to sharpen our focus and ramp up our energy. And this isn't just about a good vibe. We're talking about measurable results. Get this, scientific studies have shown that listening to the right music can boost athletic performance by up to 15%. In a world of close calls and photo finishes, that is a massive advantage.
Okay, so we know music helps, but how? How does a song actually do that? Well, let's dive into the science of what's happening inside your body when that beat drops.
Your body is basically hardwired to move with a rhythm. It's not really a choice. It's more like an instinct. When you hear a beat, a part of your brain called the motor cortex, you can think of it as the command center for all your muscles. It just lights up and gets your body ready for action. And this whole biological response? It has a name. Synchronization. It's just the fancy word for your body automatically trying to match a rhythm. It's why you start tapping your feet without even thinking about it, why your running stride lines up with the song, and why your heart rate might even adjust to match a song's tempo. It helps you keep that perfect, steady pace. So we can totally use this to our advantage by matching a song's tempo, which is just its speed, measured in beats per minute, or BPM, to whatever we're doing. A nice, chill warm-up feels perfect with a song around 100 to 120 BPM. But for a really intense workout, you get a huge boost from tracks that are 140 BPM or even faster. But here's the thing, it's not all physical. Music plays an equally important role in an athlete's mental game. Let's take a look at how athletes use sound to get their heads right before the competition even begins. You see, pro athletes are really smart with their playlists. It's all about getting into the right headspace. If a boxer needs to feel powerful and amped up before a match, they might blast some aggressive, high-energy music. But on the other hand, if an archer needs to calm their nerves and really focus, they'll probably choose something way more melodic and chill. You know, one of music's biggest psychological tricks is just plain old distraction. When you're pushing your limits, your body is screaming at you that it's tired, right? The muscles are burning. But a great song gives your brain something else to focus on, pulling its attention away from all that discomfort. And that brings us to this really key concept, perceived exertion. Now that sounds complicated, but it just means how hard your workout feels. Music is incredible because it can actually lower this feeling. It basically tricks your brain into thinking the exercise is easier than it really is. It's the reason you suddenly find the energy for that last lap when your favorite song kicks in. And there's actual chemistry behind it. Listening to music you love triggers a release of dopamine in your brain. That's the exact same feel-good chemical that makes you feel happy and rewarded. So music literally makes exercise more enjoyable on a chemical level. How cool is that? So far, we've been focused on the individual athlete, but music's power goes way beyond a single person with headphones. It completely shapes the experience for entire teams, packed stadiums, and all the fans. Just think about a big stadium anthem. It works on so many levels at once. It fires up the home team's morale. It creates this incredible sense of unity amongst thousands of fans all singing together. And let's be honest, all that noise makes for a seriously intimidating atmosphere for the visiting team. And like we said, this is nothing new. This timeline just shows us that using music to bring a group together and create energy at a sporting event is a universal part of human culture. It's just evolved from ancient flutes and drums to the massive sound systems we have in stadiums today. All right, we've covered the history, we've dug into the science. So now, let's get practical. How can you take all of this and build your own ultimate performance-boosting playlist? The most important thing to remember is that the right music always depends on the goal. A gymnast needs it for super precise timing. A weightlifter might use a heavy beat to time their lift and push. A figure skater's music is literally telling the story of their performance. And for something like yoga, it's all about creating calm. You just have to match the sound to the task. But hey, before you crank the volume all the way up, a quick reminder to be safe. Always stay aware of what's going on around you, especially if you're outside near traffic. Protect your hearing. You only get one pair of ears by keeping the volume at a reasonable level. And of course, just be respectful of the people around you.
So the big takeaway today is this. Your playlist is so much more than just background noise. Think of it like a piece of high-tech performance gear. It can be engineered to make you stronger, faster, and mentally tougher. So the only question left is, what are you going to put on yours?